Today I thought we would talk about matcha, or more specifically, matcha latte pre-made mixes. So, how is this different from normal pure matcha, and is it worth your money and time? So, I actually kind of like these, which is surprising because I'm kind of traditional, but they have their place. I have my pure matcha, which I make in a specific way that is a little different from this. This is when I'm in a rush, or I'm in a hurry, and I don't really care about watching my sugar, because this has quite a lot of sugar, not a lot of matcha. But it does have a matcha flavor, and it is green. So let's take a closer look. So when you are looking at these mixes, you want to make sure that you are looking at the nutritional information and how many calories and how many grams of sugar there are. There are 14 grams of sugar, and I think there's 120 calories. That's right, 120 calories. Now, if this was pure matcha, there would be 0 sugar, 0 salt, 0 vitamin C. There is vitamin C added to this, which is nice. I think it's more of a color preservative factor than health, but you know, I'll take it. So this mix I got from my Asian market. It was pretty affordable. You can find these sometimes in normal American style grocery stores as well. I think Republic of Tea makes one. I'll try to show some pictures of matcha blends that are available here in Texas. So after looking at the nutrition, you want to look at the ingredients. And you'll notice the first ingredient on there is not matcha. The second and third, fourth ingredients are not matcha. There's a lot of other things in here. So there's creamer, there's sugar, there's salt, there's all sorts of colorings, and then there's 2% matcha. And then before matcha, there is a powdered green tea. So I'll make another video on matcha entirely. So today we are going to be making an instant matcha latte mix. This has all the cream and sugar that you already need. It's got green tea powder, and then it has a small amount, 2% of pure matcha powder. This comes from Singapore, and I got it from my Asian market, but you can also find many other mixes already pre-made. Sometimes they're called matcha latte, sometimes they are green tea flavored boba mixes, all sorts of things. So you will need your powder. You will need a drinking vessel. This is a mason jar, and just be careful that you're putting hot water and you might crack this. So your just boiled water, you're going to pour a tiny amount in, and you're going to swirl that around, and that keeps your glass from breaking. If you're using a coffee mug or a teacup, you don't have to worry about that. And this is what this powder looks like. And if you feel it, you can feel the graininess of that sugar and that milk powder. And we're just going to pour all of the contents into this jar. And then this is 180 milliliters, or 3/4 of a cup, or 6 ounces of very hot water. And we're just going to give that a stir. And you get a very nice green colored liquid that is delicious. So here is our prepared matcha tea latte. That is the recommended package amount of 3/4 of a cup of hot water, or 180 milliliters. Now if you're doing iced, you would make a smaller amount, dissolve that powder, and then add your ice or cold water to get an iced beverage, which is very good as well. And you'll notice it is a milky green color, sort of a yellowy green color, but it's still very pleasant and it tastes quite good. It's smooth, it's not bitter, it's not a crazy amount of sugar, it's more predominant creamy flavor with green tea and a little hint of matcha. So it's quite delicious and warming on a cold day. I find that you can actually add more than the recommended amount of water. So we're gonna double it. And you can see the color is still a creamy green color. And it's still very good. It's not as thick and creamy when you water it down a little bit, but I can still taste the matcha or green tea flavor. So for the price, it's pretty reasonable and a good way to get started in matcha to see, do you even like that flavor? I'm not a huge fan of hot brewed pure green tea either, unless I add a lot of sugar and milk. So don't think because you don't like green tea that you won't like matcha, because it's a slightly different flavor even when it's the matcha latte mixes. Please subscribe if you like this type of video. I plan on doing videos on what is pure matcha, how matcha is made, how to make a more traditional version of matcha, and a little bit about the tea ceremony of Japan. I'm no expert, but I do enjoy Japanese culture and many other cultures as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see those other videos, check out my channel and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.